Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. It's your friendly neighborhood of Farmer Raznac. Today we are back on Western Wilds, of course. Been doing a lot of Western Wilds, having a good time here on the new farm. Now, if you if you're new to the series, or if you maybe haven't been following or don't know the story up to date, let me give you just a little catch up, okay? Just a little catch up, just a little up to date. So last year, the old coot, which is my grandfather, left me this farm. And since then, we have had the farm cleared and destroyed. It was quite old and everything has been taken away. Our contractor, who is Lenny from AOK Construction, there's commercials on the channel about Lenny. Him and his crew have cleared the land, and they've also agreed to building me a farm, and that was at the cost of $1 million. I paid him $500,000 down, and I still owe him another $500,000. And like I've said before, I don't think Lenny's the kind of guy that you want to own money to. So it has been a couple months since the great snowstorm of 2023. That was in January. It is now the end of March. There wasn't a whole lot going on for me to show you on the farm, other than I took some more trucking contracts, made some money, kind of squirreled away whatever cash that I could, and also added this new field, which we are finishing planting right now. This is going to be another grass field because we just did not need all of the empty land from the old farm for building placeables, because we're going to be doing a tour of the farm here very, very soon. I'm going to be showing you what $1 million bought us. Oh, gotta get that cup of coffee. We start every day, every task, everything with coffee. I love coffee. All right, everybody, welcome to the tour. First stop is going to be in our house. This is our little house. Again, this is an OK Used Mods building, AOK Construction, an original by Lenny and his gang. You can see nice little kitchen area. Perfect right there. Little dining area. Of course, the electricity and the lights work. And we have, little seating area, entertainment, a piano that I do not play. Thanks, Lenny, but I don't play. Little bathroom with, of course, smell good stuff, because when you leave a present, you don't want to leave it behind for everybody. We have this weird child room, which I have no idea. I have no children, and I'm pretty sure I told Lenny I needed an office, and I don't know if he had that confused with a teenager's bedroom. And then last but not least is our bedroom right here. Nice little bedroom. Well, my bedroom, not ours. It's me. In this world. Maybe Flossie will come visit. All right. Here's the front of the house. We have, of course, American flag. We need to put lights on. The yard does need a bunch of landscaping work. There's going to be trees planted around the outside of the fence. The yard needs to be reseeded. It's sprouted okay, but needs a little work. Spotlight there. Of course, we have central heat and air. Nice, modern, very beautiful, beautiful touch. Remember, all of what I'm about to see has cost us $1 million. Got a nice little planter box. Put in some flowers. Here is entrance. Of course, we have a nice custom mailbox, lighted entrance, and just so you know, just in case you're curious, in case you're wondering, Lenny thought of everything. All the water coming off of the roofs of all these buildings, which is a lot of them, it'd be a drainage problem because this is really flat. If that water kind of sits, we're going to have trouble. Nope, not with Lenny. because all of it comes out. There's actually 2 drains. There's one down there and one right here. Really good offsite drainage. Everything goes into drain tiles down here and feeds into the canal. So yes, this is a canal. I'm going to call it a canal because it's not quite a river. It's not quite a creek, and it looks completely man-made. So we're going to call it canal. We need a narrow boat. We can live like we're cruising the cut. Along with the house, we have a nice 2-car garage here. 2-car garage. Truck, camper, of course, everything in there works. I've moved a little bit of my junk in right there. Now, these 2 oil cans, hard to see, but these 2 oil cans right here, this is the mod. It's called Daily Expenses or Simulated Expenses. I can show you this real quick just so you know what's going on. I wanted to simulate like I have bills like you do in real life. So you actually put these down and you have a daily deduction of 1,000, 500, 250, 100. And I have 2 of them. So I have a daily deduction. And remember, each game day is a month. So I have a monthly deduction of $2,000, and that's just for all my bills. $2,000 for my bills, I thought was a pretty fair price. Again, for the million, the whole yard is fenced. Again, we got to do some landscaping, but we have a couple nice little pretty flower boxes around back here. I have my wood pile. Nice little decent sized backyard for us to do some stuff with. Maybe we can have like a little garden, maybe a little greenhouse. We'll see. We'll see what happens. You never know. Never know what kind of hijinks I may get into. All right. One of the entrances to the farm is right there through that fence. You come up that way and we go up to the main farm. All the power for the house is served from that box there that serves that. The farm is on a completely separate, the power station, or, you know, the control building for the farm is that big building right there. For the farm, we have 2 Meridian grain bins, 2 big, beautiful Meridian grain bins. For our small little farm, that's going to be plenty. We have a manual light. I wanted manual lights here on the farm, less automatic, so that we save on the power bill. Of course, these manually open on the top. You just pull down the lever, and the top opens, and we'll be able to auger our grain in, which is primarily going to be barley. At first, we're going to be doing a lot of barley as a crop. One of our big crops will be barley. I'm not sure what we'll do for second yet. Across from the grain bins, we have our cow birthing calf barn. All of our cows, our heifers, our animals that are about to give birth will be in here. And they will, you know, that way they can produce their youngins in a little bit of comfort and safety. Everything that's being fattened to be sold eventually will go back here in the feedlot. Just one feedlot for now. We might expand this and add more later on. Plenty of feeding space. Nice fenced in area. We have a gated entrance there. Gated entrance down at this end. Some little water, you know. I thought this was a good use of some old stuff. We got some places for water. I can just drive by with a tank and a hose and fill those up. Eventually, we're going to have cattle crossing all the way through here. This is actually going to be gated with crossing, and this huge area over here, we're going to have fences that run all the way to the tree line, probably back through the tree line, all the way to the canal. That's going to be a big cow pasture, aka grass area that we work with. This is going to be for expansion here, which we'll talk about later. All of the dirt area, all this big empty dirt area is for later farm expansion, more storage, a dairy cow building, etc., etc., etc. All that. In the meantime, all of our bales are probably just going to get piled up there on tarps. We got, of course, our poo area, because every cow barn needs a poo area. A 360-degree manual light. All of our power is underground. Everything is underground. There are no overhead cables to worry about. It's all underground. That was a little expensive. And each building has these little access terminals, and you can pull up and kind of get down in there and check on stuff. So water, power, all that stuff is kind of underneath there. Next to the grain bins, we have a nice little fuel station. This is a repurposed one we found here locally from an older place. So that's quite nice. Quite nice indeed. Then we have a little skid. This is for all of our trash, junk, everything else. I can get this, everything from the house and the farm goes in here, and I can call a company. They come pick it up for our trash pickup. Now we have our little farm shop. Too small of a farm shop, actually. It's not really useful too much as a shop because I really can't pull any vehicles in there to work on them. But we can do storage here, tote storage, various chemicals, bags of salt, some smaller vehicles, everything that we need kind of right here. I can keep my tools in here that I can, you know, eventually I'll probably put like a fuel repair. I might actually just get me a service truck, find me an old truck, keep all the tools and everything in the truck, and then we can do kind of work out here on the lot. There's the toolbox, of course, the spray area, and this is all drained. We've got a nice little drainage system off of this so that when we do spray off, that water doesn't make a mess of our yard because we want a nice pretty yard. Of course, another light, another bright light. More underground access to utilities right there. This is our main storage building. The big storage right here. All of our equipment storage. Remember, right now all we have is the white tractor, the Heston, the Kloss, and the Massey Ferguson. These actually came with the farm, so they've been serviced, cleaned up as much as they can, and that's actually what we're going to use for this first season. Is pretty much it. Those implements right there I've actually purchased. We have a grain drill, a disc, and a chisel plow. That's it right now. So we're going to be needing some more equipment. We're going to need some augers. We're going to need more stuff. So another beautiful building by the folks at OKU's Mods right there. So another beautiful building, and everything's red, and it all kind of matches as closely as I can. All the gravel is brand new. Look, not a stain on it, not a weed growing. You remember, this is a brand new farm. Brand new. So there's not going to be much clutter or much mess, I guess, really. This is our new grass field. This was all empty land area, and I just went ahead and put this into grass because with hay and silage, you can get multiple crops in a year, and I think silage probably will be our best moneymaker for a little while until we can get other stuff up and going. Here is our fertilizer storage. We have some Meridian smooth wall bins. Another light. These are manual, of course, too. Pull to open. Opens the top. This one is going to be set up for fertilizer. This is going to be our fertilizer bin. It's empty right now because that's a lot of money. This is our grain max bin, or probably going to be our seed, and we're going to be making our own barley seed. So once we harvest the barley, we'll come over here, we'll clean the seed, and we'll put it in there, and then next year we'll have seed crop for the barley. That's probably where that's going to go. Other crops that we grow, you know, corn, soybeans, all that other stuff, eventually we'll probably actually just buy those in totes. And last but not least, the big herbicide tank. Nice big tank. To store all of our herbicide needs, because there's going to be a lot of spraying going on between the fields and the gravel and the roadways. A lot of spraying that's going to have to take place for maintaining a nice, pretty yard. Second entrance to the big storage building. Of course, exit out there to the north, exit here to the south. Now let me jump up into the air, and I can show you what it looks like from the air, so that you kind of see what I'm working with. Again, $1 million. That's what $1 million buys you. Now, so again, some people are like, man, that seems kind of steep, but it's really not if you think about it. I mean, it's actually probably not enough. We got a house, 2-car garage, all brand new, all fully modernized, everything working. We have concrete, nice concrete drive, you know, right here. We have all brand new gravel. Gravel's not cheap. This is nicely laid gravel all the way around the yard. We have concrete pads for the Meridian grain bins. Kind of hard to see, but they are concrete. We have a concrete pad for this right here, and then the building. This is Crooked Creek building, by the way. Crooked Creek on Facebook. They have some really nice buildings that you can check out. All the electric work, all the underground conduit, everything running, all the water, all that stuff. You know, Lenny and his group did all this. Look, it's all brand new. These fences are repurposed. Actually saved about 20 grand by him using the old panels from the old fence. Remember the old rusty fence panels that were around? He kind of reused those. And I said it didn't matter. And it's kind of nice little touch. But all treated lumber posts. The big tires were kind of reclaimed so they didn't cost much. All the land clearing, all that's included in the price. That was all part of the deal. You know, again, poured concrete walls. Concrete's not cheap. This is a big concrete pad right here. This is all concrete going in here. That way we can kind of slide manure out if we need to. Again, all the underground paneling, all the electric work, lights, buildings. More concrete, fresh gravel, more concrete, gravel. I mean, you can see a lot of work. And then these bins are actually on gravel right here. And this one should be on concrete. Look away. You didn't see that. But yeah, that's what $1 million got us. That's it. That's what $1 million got me. Now, last question I'm going to ask you, and I wish for all of you to answer it in the comments. Should we put in one more shed? And I'm thinking, I'm leaning towards yes, but I wanted to get your opinion. And it's a fairly inexpensive shed. It's kind of a cheap shed, but I want to put in a place for bale storage. I know I'm going to have a bunch of bales out here, but you know, say we want to store bedding like straw or some dry hay, you know, maybe some higher end stuff that we don't want to get wet. We can put one of these in. It's not going to be tons and tons of room, but I like how it looks and it matches the farm. Kind of matches the farm, and it's not too big. And I really think I think it will add aesthetically to it. We could actually put a couple here, and we can bring a little gravel road here, or we could actually put a couple here at the end, and that would make a kind of a good use for this area here at the end. We can put a couple there or a couple here. Let me know in the comments, should we put them on the north side or on the west side? And should we do one or two? Let me know in the comments, please, and thank you. That is your turn to put some input in, and that would be the end of the farm build and the end of the farm tour. Thank you so very much for tuning in. Thank you for all your support for the series so far. I'm really digging it, having a lot of fun. Going to be some farm work coming up. Of course, we got some grass work that needs to be taken care of here in April. It's the end of March, so that'll be probably the next episode. We've been doing some grass work. I actually have farmland work. We got to go buy animals. We got to go buy equipment. There's a land auction coming soon. I got to transport the gold bars. So we're going to need like an armored car and maybe an escort for that. All kinds of stuff going on in the near future in the series. And I hope you are enjoying it. And I don't know if you can tell, but I'm having a lot of fun making it. So until next time, stay safe. Thanks for watching. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.